Well, pleasant, good early afternoon. This is that town in Poland that was on the sign there. I took a quick train across from Bohuman, Czech Republic. 6 minutes, 85 cents was the fare, and then I bought a ticket on Polish Railways for a little less than $3, and I'm just going to take it to a random city in Poland. I thought about going down to Olomouc in the Czech Republic today, but the train I was trying to get on was sold out, and the next one wasn't for a couple hours, so I just opted to go the other direction. Check out these rooftops here in this tiny Polish town of 2,000 people. Look at the slant on those things. That's pretty cool. Some real nice old stately trees here. The home of the local football club. 1933. It's almost 100 years ago. All right, we're gonna ride the rails here in the southern part of Poland and see where we end up here on this warm afternoon. 88 degrees, 32 Celsius is the forecast today, and maybe some rain. Looking out that some of these clouds that are looking like they're trying to form here, maybe this afternoon we might see some showers. All right, let's go jump the train to wherever Poland. So anytime you come to Europe and you see the red circle on the sign, that means do not. If you see two cars side by side, red circle, do not pass. Red circle around the walking guy, do not walk. And the reason being is that sidewalk is shut down just ahead, so we're gonna have to cross the road. Ah, the sweet smells of Poland. We're in Rybnik. That's what about €2 of a train ride got me to from the Czech border. And everywhere in Europe, if you walk towards the highest buildings or the church steeples, the biggest ones in the city, usually it's going to put you in the town square. So off the train I came out, took a right turn, and I'm going to walk that way and see if it's not the city center. Got a few hours to explore here in Rybnik. Let's see what we find. Pope John Paul. Up the front steps. It's not really a fortress, just kind of a boundary wall. There's a little gate to come in. Yeah, nice little park up here. Get a front view of the Basilica. I don't know if you can go in or not. The doors do not look like they're open. And a lot of times when you are able to get into a church, you're not really permitted to film, and I always try to respect that rule. Absolutely gorgeous building though. Rybnik has just over 200,000 people, so no small city by any stretch of the imagination. Kind of looks around here. I'm thinking it's about lunchtime. It's 1:45 p.m. I stopped and did get my Costa coffee cappuccino this morning before boarding the train, but that's all I've had thus far. So here's the door open, so I'm going to walk inside. No video coming, but see if I can't take a look at this amazing basilica here in Rybnik. So just a little stroll down from the basilica. We get into what I have to believe is the centrum of the city. This seems to be the area with the most cafes and pubs and shopping set up. You got different options. We're close enough to Czech Republic. You still have some Czech beer, some Polish beer, ever-present Pilsner Urquell, and only about 2 or so in the afternoon, so not really a huge crowd down here. A little bit late for lunch, a little bit early for dinner. Some people, it's never too early for a beverage though. I am actually looking for lunch. I'm looking for one thing, and it's Zapiekanka. So I stopped at the Żabka, got a water, was 2 zloty, about 50 cents, 45 euro cents. And I asked Zapiekanka, she didn't speak any English, and she pointed me this direction. So I'm going to go off and hunt a Zapiekanka. I've had it before, and I tried to make it at home one time to very little success. It's basically like a flatbread covered with toppings and a little cheese. Pretty affordable, normally around 15 to 20 zloty, so $4 or $5. I'm going to go in search of the Zapiekanka. Mission accomplished. It's got ham, bacon, onion, mushrooms, tomato, and topped with mayonnaise. All told, it was 18 Polish zloty, which a year ago that would have been right about $3.50 US. Now it's about 4.5. The zloty and the US dollar are about 4 to 1 now. Last year it was 5 to 1. But I'm going to sit here on the streets of Rybnik and enjoy this Zapiekanka. No, not very far from Zapiekanka Square, where I had that delightful lunch a bit ago. Find this lovely little park here, right off the, oh, maybe just a quarter of a mile from the city center itself. Nice thing about parks in Europe, no matter whether you're a local or a tourist, you can enjoy the parks just like anyone. This one's really nice and manicured. You hear the birds in the trees. And I think we're going to spur back down to the city center. I thought I read where there's some fountains down there, so go give that a look-see. Got a little stream that runs right down there over the hill. At least if you come in here, you get out of the sunshine, so it does cool down just a little bit here in the mid-afternoon. It certainly got every bit of 88 degrees or 31 or whatever Celsius. It was a warm one, but expected to cool off in the coming days here. So, all right, we're gonna walk back down to the center and join from there. Well, it took me a couple of minutes, but I finally found the fountains that Google Maps was so high on. Right in front of the Focus Park, which is the shopping mall here in Rybnik. It's a shame that you can't sit out here and have a beer or a wine next to the fountains. There's a little bit of shopping and whatnot out here. But the nice part is all you got to do is walk through this little opening here, this vomitory, if you will. Another Żabka up there, and it'll take you right into the city center. I think back here you'll even find some more Thought I saw some umbrellas back here. Yep, right ahead. This little pathway will spur us right in. You got the famed European cobblestones, of course. I guess that's the closest beer you can have to that area at the Santorini Greek restaurant. So if you want Euros, I guess this is your place. And if you want a tattoo, that could be your place right there. How about that? Emek Kebab. There. So we'll just pass through this little breezeway and we will enter the sunshine and we will be back on the square of Rybnik. Full circle. Now it's time to choose what flavor beer, as it's on to about 4 o'clock right now. So I think that's where we'll wrap this one up. Hope you enjoyed this little tour of the town of Rybnik in Poland.